Hey y'all, today I am going to be talking about transitioning, and I know most of you are probably already fully natural, but this video is directed towards those who may be thinking about going natural or who may be currently transitioning. I have been asked questions about, going natural and transitioning, so this video is directed towards you. And you may see me look off to the side because I do have some notes so that I don't forget anything. But if you are thinking of going natural, I think one of the first questions you should ask yourself is, why do you want to go natural? Because people choose to go natural for different reasons. They may choose to go because of medical reasons, or it may be personal style reasons. A lot of people like to switch up their hairstyle, so they may go natural temporarily, or some people are just tired of the creamy crack and that's why they choose to go natural. But it should be for your own personal reasons. And I say that because I've known some people who chose to go natural because it seemed as if the circle that they were in, whether it was family or friends, it seemed like everybody was going natural at one time, and they decided to do it because their best friend was doing it or their sister was doing it. And if you're doing it because somebody else is doing it, you may find yourself becoming frustrated or not enjoying the journey as much as that person does, and you may find yourself going back to relaxing your hair. So that's why I feel that you should ask yourself, why do you want to go natural? And make sure that it's because you want to do it. Because if your best friend is going natural and, she's having no problems with her hair and she's enjoying her natural hair journey, but you're having problems, you don't like the way your hair looks, or you may have issues with detangling or finding products that work with your hair, you're going to easily become frustrated and give up. So I think the first thing is you need to ask yourself, why do you want to go natural? And make sure that it's something that you truly want to do, and you're not just doing it because it seems like everyone else around you is doing it. So that's the first thing you should ask yourself, why do you want to go natural? The second thing, and I think this is one of the most important things that you have to do, is you have to learn to transition your mind. And when I say transition your mind, it means that you have to accept the fact, or accept what your hair is going to look like. That's what I'm trying to say. Because some people have these expectations of what they think their hair is going to look like once they become natural. Especially when you're transitioning. When you're transitioning and your hair is growing out, you still have relaxed ends on your hair, and it's kind of weighing your hair down. And some people, they think that the roots of their hair may be a little looser. But once you cut off those relaxed ends, your hair may not look the way that you thought that it was going to look. It may be, you may have a tighter curl pattern, your hair may be a little kinkier than you thought it was. So you have to be able to accept what is actually what exactly your hair is going to look like, what is growing out of your hair. I think people, they look at a lot of celebrities who have natural hair. A person that comes to mind is Tracee Ellis Ross. I think she has very beautiful hair. And a lot of people, they look at someone like her and they think, oh, when I go natural, my hair is going to look like hers. And when it doesn't, they become really upset. And this is when you find a lot of people asking questions like, what products can I use to make my curls pop? Or what can I do to make my hair be defined? And you have to come to the realization that everybody is not going to have loose curls. Some people are going to have very kinky hair. Some people don't have a curl pattern at all. And you just have to be able to accept the fact. As you're transitioning, you really don't know what your hair is going to look like until, you cut those relaxed ends and your hair is fully natural. And I think some people, they just have these expectations that are really unrealistic. So you really have to transition your mind while you're transitioning that, okay, I may not have really loose curls. I may have very tight curls, or I may not have any curls at all. So that's very important, because what it's going to lead to is you buying a lot of products because you're trying to get very defined curls that you may not have. You can manipulate your hair to look a certain way. You can use products to get your hair curly, but it's probably, your hair is not growing out of your head that way, because in my opinion, I think that everyone can do a wash and go, but everyone's wash and go doesn't look the same. It just depends on the type of texture of hair that you have, and I just feel like you really have to accept what you have, and you have to love what you have. You can't be upset if you don't have really curly hair. If you have really kinky hair, you have to really love what you have, and that's really important on the natural hair journey, accepting what's growing out of your scalp. So to me, that's really the most important thing, transitioning your mind. Are you going to be able to accept what your hair is going to look like? Because a lot of people are scared that their hair is going to be, I'm going to use this word, they're scared that their hair is going to look nappy. And to me, nappy isn't a bad word. I don't think it's a bad word. A lot of people think that it is, but a lot of people, they go, oh, I don't want to go natural because I don't want my hair to look nappy, and that's their fear. So you just have to, like I say, don't have unrealistic expectations. Just be able to accept and love what grows out of your scalp. So yeah, to me, that's one of the most important things because that's why you find a lot of people, they may big chop and go natural, but then they end up relaxing again because they're not happy with the way that their hair looks, and they're constantly comparing their hair to other people because it's like, okay, why does my hair not curl like hers? And you just have to accept that maybe your hair won't curl at all. So yeah, learn to transition your mind during the transitioning journey. Another thing is you have to decide, how long do you want to transition? Do you want to do a short transition, or do you want to do a long-term transition, or no transition at all, just big chop? Some people just immediately just cut all of their hair off. They may go to a barber and get their hair shaved and go through no transition at all. Some people may go through a short transition, which is, for me, maybe a few months, maybe up to between 2 to 6 and 7 months. Is what I would consider like a short transition. Long term is when people, they may transition for a year or sometimes even 2 years. The longer you transition, the more you have to deal with the two textures, and you have to learn how to deal with the natural hair that is growing out of your scalp, and also with the relaxed ends that are still hanging on to your hair. Because during the process of transitioning, you may experience a lot of shedding and some breakage. So you want to do a lot of research and find what works for your hair. You may have to do some protein treatments to work with the breakage. So that's why I say if you're doing a long-term transition, make sure that you do a lot of research to take care of your hair so that you can kind of minimize the breakage. And also, while you're transitioning, try to figure out what kind of styles you want to wear. You may want to, some people transition, they still flat iron their hair while they're transitioning, or some people do rod sets or roller sets, and some people even do braid out. So just try to find out some styles that will work for you while you're transitioning. And I think those are the main points that I wanted to cover. Figuring out if you want to do a short-term or long-term transition. Especially the most important point is transitioning your mind. Be able to accept and love what's growing out of your scalp. Ask yourself why you want to go natural. Make sure that it's your personal choice, that you're not just doing it because the people within your circle are all going natural. Make sure that it's something that you truly want to do. Make sure you research transitioning. Google is going to be your best friend. YouTube, there are all kind of videos with people who go through very long-term transitions, and you can find out some solutions that they may have if they're experiencing problems with breakage. Also, you want to prepare for life after the big chop. Once you cut off all of your hair, what do? So you want to research and get prepared for life after the big chop. And that is something that I am going to talk about in the next video. What do you do after you big chop your hair within the first 6 months to the first year. How do you deal with your hair? So I will talk about that in the next video. And until the next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.